Welcome to Chris Farms and Extension Services alias Chris Farm Nigeria. As you know, we are into battery cage installation, trampoline installation. We supply snail all over Nigeria. We also export snails. We are in YouTube, we are in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, website. Remember, our website is www.chrisfarmnigeria.com. The site again is www.chrisfarmnigeria.com. On us, you can see call us on our number 080 36 92 57 18, 080 36 92 57 18, or 080 5127 0981, or 080 5127 981. If you are not in Nigeria, you remember to put our country code, which is +234 80 36 92 57 18. Let me come and go over the number again. Say +234 80 36 92 57 18. But today I'm bringing you to snail, a little bit of a tutorial on snail. This is a greenhouse for snail. In case you want to do a greenhouse for snail, they want the snail to have a natural habitat that it can stay as though they are in the forest. You can see this greenhouse now. You can see they've planted plantain leaves, cocoyam leaves, vegetables, ugu, green. All these things are kept producing a natural habitat for snail. That is, you want your snail to be in a natural habitat as though it's in the bush. That is why we have a greenhouse for snail. So if you have this type of greenhouse for snail, you want to run your snail farming, you can. There are also buildings or pens where we do the type of concrete form in a concrete format where you can still rear your snails. So you can rear your snail in a concrete format, you can rear your snail in a greenhouse as though it's in the forest. So today we want to just teach you about demarcating your snails, or better still, in the construction of greenhouse, a better option. Like this is just a greenhouse where the snails are not demarcated. They leave them in free range, and at that free range, because of the big expanse of land, or its big expanse of place, the snails, their foods are not in a compacted place. Like in the small concrete one, their foods are in a compacted place, so the snail has an easy access to the food faster than when it is in a very big place. Should in case we are having a place like this, it will be nice if we can part or demarcate them, whereby the shorter the range of the space, the compartment of your snail, the shorter the place, the shorter the range where the snail can get access to the food. Like in a good place like this now, the foods are scattered abroad. But if it's a little bit confined environment, the snail have good access to the food than when it's in the wide range. Although this is like a natural environment on the greenhouse, they go around, they eat at night. Although these snails eat at night oftentimes. But today we want to talk about snail sizes. This is just a sheet used in covering the snail. Now these are snails. Although if you watch through our several videos, we talked about Ashantina marginata, and we're able to differentiate between Ashantina and Ashantina marginata. Look at a simple Ashantina marginata. We have two types of Ashantina marginata. For here, we have for those from the south region, we have from those from the southwest, and let's just say we have from south and southwest snail. They are very good. Like this is Ashantina marginata. All these snails here are Ashantina marginata. All of them. There is no Ashantina, which is also the tiger snail. But this Ashantina marginata now, they just kept them here, but it will be nice they are all differentiated. Although these ones, all of these are of good sizes, but some are a little bit bigger than others. These although can go, but in the situation whereby there are big snails and there are small snails, the small snails can kill this the big snail can kill the small snail. For instance, if a snail is here now and as is climbing or is crawling, he fell on a smaller snail, it can crack the snail because the shell might not be strong. So that is why we advise we do sorting often on our snails. So these are just little ways to differentiate between snails and the pattern of the snail. And on the other side, the feeding aspect, you can see now all the feeds here are exhausted. They finished eating all the feed here. If the place was a little bit compacted, they will have access to more feed. If you look down here, you see some grass there. But if they is in a shorter place, they tend to eat more. So remember also to use your sprinkler in the morning and in the evening to water your farm, should in case you are running a farm like this. This farm is so beautiful. You can call on us if you want us to do a greenhouse for you. You want us to do compatible ponds for you. You want us to supply snail for you. Are you in Nigeria, any part of the country you are, we can supply snail to you. Fresh snail, point of lay, processed snails, washed, dried. Anywhere you want it live, you want it dried, you want it fresh, we can send to you in any part of the country in Nigeria you are. We can also whip it to you any part of the world you are in US. Supplies, we have days of especially Thursdays and Fridays, we send to the USA, starting with Toronto, Canada, Houston and other places. Just measure the state you are in US, we send to you. Or even though you are not in US, any country you are, just inbox us on 080 on +234 8036925718. Which any of the snails you want them to be shipped for you, you want us to process them, you want us to dry them. If you are buying a fresh snail, you must buy up to, if you want a fresh frozen snail any part of the world, you must buy up to 500 kg. Apart from that, and you can get that in between 78 hours. Any part of the world you are, you can get our snail within 78 hours, and you must be buying up to 500 kg and above. But if you are not buying up to that, you are buying a small one for your personal use, then you follow the due process for you to get to your location. I don't know the country you'll be calling. Oftentimes they get to 3 weeks, 4 weeks before it gets to your location. But if you want an express service between 78 hours, 74 hours, you will get it in any part of the world. But you must be buying up to 500 kg of snails. But if it's for your personal use, you can buy small, but it will take a longer time to get to you. That is why oftentimes people that want to buy small, we advise them to go for dry snail. We dry them because oftentimes it takes up to a month before it gets to the part of the country you are. Like what we sent to Qatar, it took about just 4 weeks, this is a month, before it got to Qatar. If we have not dried the snail, before it gets there, it would have gotten bad. So if you want us to give you a snail and it's not going for express service, we advise you to go for the dry snail. But if you are going for express service, we want it cold, the cold chains will not be broken, it will move from here and get to you. But although those of us in Nigeria, you can always call on me on 08036925718. So we can give you live snail, we can give you dry snail, we can give you fresh snail. So anyone you want, call us on our number. Remember, our office is at Udu, Delta State, Nigeria. That is from Delta region. We cover the whole country, Nigeria, and also export snail. Our export point is at Apapa Wharf. So if you have your agent, we can speak to your agent. We send the snail to your agent, either fresh, dry, or processed. The person takes it from there to any country you want. But should in case we don't have an agent to send it to you, no problem. We can handle and fix that for you. So you are always welcome at Chris Farms and Extension Services, alias Chris Farm Nigeria. And always know that your satisfaction is our optimum desire. We are not crazy about your money. We want you to be satisfied. We tell you our terms, which is very friendly. So anyone you want, remember again, we are into trampoline ponds for fish farm. We are into battery cages, both locally fabricated ones, both imported ones. We are into snail, we are into plantation, coconut plantation. If you want us to set up your farm for you, you are in Nigeria, you want us to set it up for you, you are abroad, you want us to set up the farm from the A to Z, we'll do everything for you to make sure that you are satisfied. And one important thing about our services is that we take up the service as though we are the owner of the services. Like you telling us, do this for us. we set it up for you and we make sure you are satisfied. And when you come back to Nigeria, what you want us to do on ground, that is what we'll do. We've done for several persons in different locations of if you'll be following our YouTube videos, you must have watched our farms that we are setting up, or how we are building, or how we are doing it. So whatever one you come, you are always welcome. Always remember that our number